Fear and guilt are two of the biggest emotions that control our lives. We feel guilty about a lot of things, and that holds us back from doing certain things, from believing in certain things like ourselves, like we're worthy of healing, like we're good people. You're not a bad person because you've made some bad choices in your life. But guilt makes us think that we are, and it makes us feel bad about ourselves, and it leads us down terrible paths to bad choices that continue to control our lives. Same thing with fear. Fear is one of the most powerful ways to control people. And whether you agree with conspiracy theories or anything to do with that or not, what they use is fear. Most of the catch that people are drawn to when they see a conspiracy theorist, when they see spooky or scary stories that are like urban legends and things like that, the catch is fear. The thing that keeps us entertained and obsessed with them is fear. Fear can be an adrenaline rush for some people. It can be a bit of a high, but for most people, it is a very controlling emotion overall because fear keeps us stuck and it prevents us from moving forward. One of the things I talk about in lives when I do talk about emotions that are either stagnant or stuck, I talk about things like fear and horror and panic and shock. Those are the emotional energies where when we feel them, we freeze up. So people will talk about sleep paralysis where they have dreams or nightmares and they're afraid of something and they're frozen and they can't move. Same thing where they feel like they can't call out. They can't scream for help. They just freeze up. It happens when someone goes into shock. They're very powerful, very strong emotions. And if you can convince someone to be afraid of something, or you can convince yourself that you're afraid of something, it can keep you stuck in a pattern that you're going to have a very hard time breaking out of. So one way emotion code sessions can help us is to help us release old emotions of fear and guilt that we're holding on to that can keep us stuck in those cycles. So when something happens, when we see something on a subconscious level or even on a conscious level, and it triggers something within us, it can trigger old emotional energies that we're carrying that we haven't processed properly. They're just constantly vibrating within us. And once they're triggered and they're amplified, we feel that fear come up very quickly and very suddenly again and again and again. That comes into phobias, it comes into things like PTSD, anxiety disorders, and social phobias and things like that. They're easily triggered, they're repeatedly triggered, and that's because we're always carrying that emotional energy with us. Releasing it can help us move forward and help us start new patterns and new cycles where we can hopefully break free from those old ones and move on to something better. If you're interested in more information on emotion code sessions, how they work, or how long they are, how much they are, you can click the link in the bio and you will find all the information there, or you can send me a message or drop me a comment down below.